Have you ever wondered why God feels silent when you need Him the most? You pray and pray, but nothing changes. You feel stuck, trapped between hope and despair. The silence becomes heavy. You start to question everything. Does God even hear me? Does He see what I'm going through? In those moments, it's easy to feel like you've been abandoned, like God turned away and left you to fight alone. But what if I told you that His silence is not rejection? What if I told you that His silence is preparation? Right now, you're in a place where you feel hidden, unseen, and forgotten. But you are not forgotten. You are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. Silence is where the deepest growth happens. Think about a seed buried underground. It sits in darkness. No one sees it. No one praises it. But inside that darkness, life is forming. Roots are growing deep. Strength is being built. And when the time is right, it breaks through the ground and reaches for the sun. Right now, you are that seed. You feel buried, but you're being planted. You feel alone, but God is building your roots. He is making sure that when you rise, no storm can tear you down. Waiting is hard. It feels endless. But waiting builds your spirit. Waiting humbles your pride. Waiting teaches you to depend on God, not your own plans. When you come out of this season, you will not be the same. You will be stronger. You will be wiser. You will have faith that cannot be shaken. God's silence is not the end. It is a pause before the breakthrough. He is writing your story in ways you can't see. He is aligning people, places, and moments that will all come together at the perfect time. The pain you feel now is shaping you for what's coming next. So don't let this silence break your faith. Let it build your faith. Let it teach you patience. Let it teach you trust. Because when God moves, it will happen so fast that you'll understand why you had to wait. If you're feeling tired today, if you're feeling like giving up, hold on just a little longer. This is not the end. This is preparation. Your breakthrough is coming. Your prayers are being heard. Your tears are being collected. God has not left you. He is closer now than ever before. Don't quit before you see what He does next. Stay with me until the end of this video, because what you're about to hear will give you the strength to wait with hope. It will show you that your waiting is not wasted. It will remind you that God always has a plan even in His silence. Wait and see what He does next. It will be more beautiful, more powerful, and more life-changing than you ever imagined. Stay here, listen, let your heart find hope again. Your story is not over. It's just beginning. You might be wondering how to keep holding on when everything inside you feels tired. How do you keep believing when the silence is louder than your faith? The answer is faith itself. Faith is not just believing that God exists. Faith is trusting His heart when you can't see His hand. It is believing that even in this silence, He is working things out for you. Waiting in faith is not passive, it is powerful. When you wait in faith, you choose hope every single day. You choose to wake up and say, I don't know how, but I know God will make a way. That hope gives your spirit strength. It lifts you out of despair. It stops you from giving up on yourself and your dreams. Faith turns waiting into preparation. It makes every day meaningful because you know it's leading somewhere beautiful. Waiting without faith feels heavy and endless. Waiting with faith feels like preparation for something great. That's why you must choose faith. Choose it even when you feel weak. Choose it even when your mind is filled with doubt. Because faith is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every prayer you whisper in the darkness strengthens your faith. Every tear you wipe away with hope strengthens your faith. Every time you stand back up after falling strengthens your faith. And that faith will carry you through this silence. It will give you peace in the waiting. It will give you purpose in the stillness. You don't need to understand everything right now. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to trust that God is with you, that He has not forgotten you, that He is working behind the scenes, aligning every detail perfectly. Waiting in faith changes your energy. It changes how you see the world. You stop feeling like a victim of time, and you start feeling like a student of time. You understand that every day of waiting is a day of growth. Every moment of silence is a moment of preparation. Faith turns your waiting season into a training ground. It turns your silent nights into powerful prayers. It turns your tears into seeds of breakthrough. And when the time comes, you will rise stronger, wiser, and more grateful than ever before. Keep holding on. Keep choosing faith. Keep believing that something beautiful is being prepared for you. This silence is not forever. This waiting is not your final chapter. You are being shaped, refined, and strengthened for what's next. Stay here with me, keep listening, because in this journey you will find the strength to wait with hope. You will discover that faith is your greatest weapon. It will give you power when you feel powerless. It will give you peace when you feel anxious. And it will lead you straight into the miracle God has prepared for you. Wait and see what God does next. It will be worth every second you chose to believe. Do you feel like your prayers are hitting a wall, like your words rise up only to fall back down unheard? It's easy to believe that silence means rejection. But silence is never rejection from God. Silence is His invitation to go deeper. When you can't hear Him, He wants you to seek Him with your whole heart. When everything feels quiet, He is asking you to trust Him beyond what your ears can hear. This is where real faith is born, not in answered prayers, but in unanswered prayers. Not when the doors open, but when they stay closed and you still choose to stand in hope. Silence creates space for growth that answered prayers can never give. Because in silence, you learn endurance. You learn to lean on Him when there is nothing else to hold on to. You learn to stand still and know that He is God, even when nothing makes sense. That trust becomes the foundation of unbreakable faith. It becomes your strength in seasons where others fall. It becomes your light in the darkest valley. Silence is where you find God's heart, not just His blessings. It's where you become anchored in His love, not just His gifts. You begin to realize that His presence is enough, even when your prayers remain unanswered. This is how He transforms your waiting into worship. When you can lift your hands with tears in your eyes and still say, God, I trust you. When you can wake up another day with nothing changed and still whisper, I believe you have a plan. That kind of faith shakes heaven and earth. That kind of faith moves mountains. It opens doors that no man can shut. It brings miracles beyond what you ever imagined. Silence is not empty. Silence is filled with God's hidden work. He is working inside you. He is teaching you humility, patience, and deep surrender. He is preparing your heart so that when He finally answers, you are ready to carry the blessing with wisdom and strength. Without this preparation, the blessings might overwhelm you, but with it, you will carry them with grace, using them to lift others up, not just yourself. This is why you must keep seeking Him even in silence. Keep praying even when it feels pointless. Keep believing even when doubt screams louder than hope. Because this silence is holy ground. It is where God is crafting your spirit into something unbreakable. Don't run from it. Don't despise it. Embrace it as the training ground for your next season. And remember, God wastes nothing. Not your tears, not your prayers, not your silent nights. Everything is being woven into a perfect tapestry of purpose and power. Wait and see what God does next. When He moves, your heart will understand why the silence lasted so long. It will all make sense. Stay strong. Keep your eyes on Him. What's coming is greater than what you're praying for. It will be worth it all. Have you ever felt like life keeps testing you beyond your limits, like every time you stand up, something pushes you back down? It's hard to keep believing that good things are coming when every day feels like a battle. But the truth is, the greatest breakthroughs come right after the greatest struggles. Your resistance today is building resilience for tomorrow. Every obstacle you face is not a sign that God has forgotten you. It is proof that He is strengthening you for the weight of your calling. Growth never happens in comfort. It happens when your faith is stretched beyond what feels possible. It happens when you keep moving forward even when your heart feels heavy. Right now, you may feel like you're being broken apart, but what if you're being broken open instead? Open to deeper faith, open to stronger trust, open to a life so much bigger than the one you're trying to hold together. God is not trying to destroy you. He is removing what cannot go with you into your next season. He is tearing away the fear, the doubt, the pride, the anxiety that keeps you small, because where He's taking you requires courage. It requires faith that stands unshaken in any storm. You are not being buried, you are being planted. This darkness you feel is not the end. It is the beginning of roots growing deep into the ground, anchoring you so powerfully that when your breakthrough comes, you will stand tall and unmovable. The pain you feel now is shaping a strength within you that comfort never could. Without these battles, your faith would remain shallow, but through them, your faith becomes a fortress. Nothing and no one will be able to steal your peace when you've walked through fire and found God standing beside you. You are not weak because you struggle. You are strong because you refuse to give up. You are powerful because you keep getting back up. Every tear you cry is watering the seeds of your destiny. Every moment you choose hope over despair is building a future filled with miracles. Don't let this pain convince you that God is absent. Let it remind you that He is working deeper than your eyes can see. He is building a foundation that can carry the weight of the blessings coming your way. The struggle will not last forever. The silence will break. The doors will open, and when they do, you will see that everything you endured was necessary to prepare you for what's next. So don't stop believing, don't stop praying, don't stop hoping, because what God is about to do in your life will make every sleepless night worth it. Wait and see what He does next. It will be greater, bigger, and more beautiful than anything you've ever dreamed of. Hold on. Keep your faith alive. Your miracle is closer than you think, and when it arrives, your heart will understand why the struggle had to come first. Have you noticed how the greatest battles always come right before the greatest blessings? Just when you feel like you have nothing left to give, just when your heart feels empty and your spirit feels weak, that is often the moment God is about to reveal His power in your life. It's because He wants you to know that it was never your strength carrying you. It was always His grace holding you up. When you reach the end of yourself, you find the beginning of Him. Right now, you may feel like everything is falling apart. You may feel like your prayers have become meaningless words echoing back in silence, but they are not meaningless. Each prayer is a seed planted in the ground. Just because you don't see it growing yet doesn't mean nothing is happening. Under the surface, roots are forming. Under the surface, your breakthrough is preparing to rise. Do not mistake silence for inactivity. God does His deepest work in hidden places. He does His most powerful work in seasons where you feel unseen and unheard. Because in these seasons, He strips away your need for approval and teaches you to depend only on Him. That is where unbreakable faith is born, the kind of faith that doesn't need signs to keep believing. The kind of faith that stands firm when everything feels against it. The kind of faith that says, I don't see the way, but I know the one who makes a way. This is what God is building in you right now. He is building faith that will not be shaken by delay, disappointment, or closed doors. He is building trust that will carry you through storms without fear. He is teaching you to let go of timelines and surrender to His perfect timing. Because when you finally see what He has been preparing for you, your heart will be overwhelmed by how perfect it all is. You will look back at these painful, silent days with gratitude, because they created the strength and humility to carry what He gives you. Waiting refines your character. It teaches you to love the giver more than the gift. It teaches you to find peace even before the answer comes. That peace is your power. That peace is your preparation. Hold on to it, protect it, let it grow within you until it overflows, because peace is the sign that you trust God completely, and trust is what moves His heart to act in ways beyond your imagination. Wait and see what God does next. He is about to open doors you didn't even knock on. He is about to give you answers to prayers you stopped praying because you lost hope. He is about to lift you to a place you never dreamed you could reach. Hold on with everything inside you. Keep your faith alive. Keep your hope burning bright, because what's coming will prove that every second of waiting was worth it. Do you realize that the waiting season is not only about what you're hoping to receive, but about who you're becoming while you wait? Every day you choose to stand in faith, you are becoming stronger inside. Every moment you choose hope over despair, your spirit grows deeper roots. This is the real purpose of waiting. It's not just to reach the blessing, but to become the person who can carry the blessing with wisdom, gratitude, and strength. God is shaping your character in the silence. He is removing impatience so you can walk in peace. He is removing fear so you can walk in confidence. He is removing pride so you can walk in humility, because where He is taking you requires a spirit anchored in Him alone. Blessings without preparation can crush you. They can overwhelm your mind and lead you away from what truly matters. But when you are prepared in the waiting, you carry the blessing with grace. You use it to lift others, not just yourself. You use it to build, not just consume. You use it to glorify God, not your own image. This is why waiting is so powerful. It refines your intentions. It exposes hidden motives. It reveals what you truly desire. Do you want the blessing because you think it will finally make you worthy? Or do you want it because you already know your worth and you desire to serve with what God gives you? These questions are answered in seasons of silence. Waiting purifies your heart. It aligns your dreams with God's purpose. It teaches you that you don't need to chase anything because what is meant for you will always come to you at the right time. It teaches you to walk lightly without fear of missing out. Because when you trust God's timing, you know that no delay can steal what He has destined for you. Every day becomes filled with peace because you no longer strive to force things. You simply prepare your heart and keep your faith alive. This preparation is what turns your waiting into a season of victory. Others may see you standing still, but in the spiritual realm you are moving mountains. You are breaking chains of fear. You are rising above limitations. You are growing into the person who can hold miracles without trembling. Keep holding on to this truth. Don't let the enemy convince you that waiting means weakness. Waiting in faith is the strongest thing you can do. It is an act of defiance against fear. It is a declaration that your hope does not come from what you see, but from who you trust. Wait and see what God does next. When He moves, you will understand why this preparation was necessary. You will see that the blessing is not just the answered prayer, but the unshakable faith you gained in the silence. This faith will carry you for the rest of your life, keeping your heart steady in every storm and your spirit anchored in peace no matter what comes. Have you ever wondered why the battle intensifies just when you are about to give up? It is because the enemy knows how close you are to break through. Darkness fights hardest when light is about to break through. Every wave crashing against you is a sign that you are closer to shore than you think. Don't let the heaviness of today convince you that tomorrow will be the same. God has already gone ahead of you to prepare the way. What you feel right now is not the end of your story. It is the pressure that births new strength. It is the stretching that expands your capacity to hold what God is about to place in your hands. You may feel tired, drained, and empty, but God specializes in filling empty vessels. When you have nothing left, that is when He pours Himself into you the most. This is how you will rise again, not with your own power, but with a power that never runs out. Don't listen to the voice that tells you it's over. Don't believe the lies that say nothing will ever change. Look at your journey and see how far you have already come. You have overcome nights you thought would break you. You have stood back up from pain that tried to destroy you. You have prayed when your lips trembled and believed when your heart was breaking. That strength did not come from you alone. It came from God holding you, breathing life into you when you felt lifeless. If He carried you then, He will carry you now. There is more for you ahead, more peace. More hope, more purpose, more joy, but to walk in it, you must keep your faith alive even when everything looks the same. Faith is not about seeing results today. Faith is about trusting that results are already written for tomorrow. It is about standing firm on God's promise even when your surroundings mock your hope. When you wait with faith, you are not losing time, you are investing it. You are building a future rooted in patience, trust, and resilience. A future that cannot be shaken by storms. This is what God desires for you, to rise above circumstances with unbreakable confidence, to walk through every season with peace that makes no sense to the world, to live in a way that others look at your life and see His power written in every chapter. Wait and see what God does next. He will take the pain you're feeling today and turn it into the strength you need tomorrow. He will turn your silent prayers into public testimonies. He will turn your hidden tears into rivers of joy. Stay grounded, stay faithful, stay expectant, because what is coming is so much greater than what you're leaving behind. Hold your head high, breathe deeply, and keep walking. God is about to prove that every moment of waiting was part of a perfect plan to bring you into your destiny with power, purpose, and unshakable peace. Have you realized that faith shines brightest when everything feels dark? When life is easy, it's simple to say you trust God. But when the walls close in and the light fades, that is when real faith rises. Faith that refuses to break under pressure, faith that keeps breathing hope into silent nights, faith that whispers, "I will not give up even when your heart is trembling." This is the kind of faith God is building in you right now. Every delay is strengthening your trust. Every disappointment is sharpening your focus. Every unanswered prayer is deepening your surrender. You may not see it now, but your spirit is growing stronger each day you refuse to bow to fear. Each day you choose to stand tall in hope. You are stepping into the person God created you to be, someone unshaken by storms, someone who knows that peace is not found in circumstances, but in knowing who walks beside you. Waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. It is the sacred space where God refines your desires, burns away false hopes, and aligns your heart with His highest plans. You are not just waiting for a miracle. You are becoming a miracle. Your story will carry the light that helps others rise from their darkness. Your scars will speak hope to the silent battles people fight behind their smiles. Your tears will become the testimony that nothing surrendered to God is ever wasted. Right now, you may feel hidden, you may feel overlooked, but God does His greatest work in hidden seasons. The roots of your faith are growing deeper so that when blessings arrive, you will stand tall without falling. Do not rush this process. Trust that every second is building you into the vessel capable of carrying what you've prayed for. God's timing is never late. It is always strategic, always purposeful, always perfect. When He releases what He has prepared for you, it will not just change your life, it will change lives around you. That is why the preparation feels so intense, because the impact will be far greater than you imagine. Hold on to your faith like your life depends on it, because in truth it does. Faith is your anchor. Faith is your shield. Faith is your way forward when everything else says turn back. Wait and see what God does next. He will not just answer your prayers, He will exceed them. He will not just open doors, He will build new ones where walls existed. He will not just lift you, He will establish you so firmly that nothing can shake your peace. Breathe deeply today. Release the fear that binds your thoughts. Replace it with hope that fuels your spirit. Know that your waiting is working. Know that your faith is winning battles you cannot see. Soon you will look back and realize this silent, hidden season was the birthplace of your greatest strength and the foundation of blessings that will overflow beyond your lifetime. Do you feel the weight in your chest when you think about your dreams? That heaviness is not there to crush you. It is there to remind you of the greatness placed inside you. You were not born to live a small, fearful life. You were born to carry light into dark places. You were born to rise beyond what people thought was possible for you. Every limitation you feel today is only a doorway waiting to be broken open by your faith. Do not let fear convince you that your prayers are too big. There is no such thing as too big for God. What feels impossible to you is easy for Him. What feels too far gone for you is only one word away from resurrection in His hands. When you wake up tired, when you go to bed in tears, when you walk through the day feeling unseen, remember this: God is closer than your breath. He sees every sacrifice you make, every silent prayer you whisper, every time you choose kindness when your heart feels broken. Nothing goes unnoticed by Him. He collects every tear as a seed of hope ready to bloom in its perfect time. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared for what you asked for. The waiting is shaping your heart into a vessel of humility, strength, and deep compassion. Because when you receive what is coming, you will know it was never about you alone. It was about every person who will be blessed through your courage to keep believing. This is why you must hold on. This is why you must wake up each day and speak life over your dreams, even when the world speaks death. Your words hold power. They shape your atmosphere. Speak faith, not fear. Speak hope, not despair. Speak life, not defeat. Every time you choose faith, heaven moves. Every time you choose hope, darkness trembles. Every time you choose love, chains break that you cannot see. Wait and see what God does next. He will turn your silent struggles into songs of victory. He will turn your darkest nights into mornings filled with peace. He will turn every closed door into proof that He alone opens the right ones at the right time. You will rise not by your own power, but by His grace lifting you above what tried to bury you. Keep walking with your head lifted even if your heart feels heavy. Keep praying with expectation even if your words feel empty. Keep loving with kindness even if the world feels cold. Because your harvest is coming, your breakthrough is coming, your answered prayers are coming. And when they arrive, your spirit will recognize that it was never about the waiting, but about who you became while you trusted, believed, and refused to let go of hope.